There's one. Oh yeah. Yeah, nice one too. There you go. One of those fish I'm talking about.
Now you make me want to switch over to Spinnerbait. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's a nice one. Oh my goodness. Come back here. Fish. He's strong, sucker. 3-pounder.
That's the kind of fish we're looking for next week, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Back here, don't break me off. Alrighty. Oh yeah, that's a 3-pounder.
That's a nice one.
Stretch my spinnerbait out. So it's fall at Lake Pleasant again, and this is my we've been fishing for 5, 6, 10 minutes or less. It's bent out, but here's my blue spinnerbait, blue bladed spinnerbait with a blue skirt. It's probably a 3-pounder. This is what's going on, I swear. Hopefully it'll hold up for me.
Woody figured out the fish were not hitting shad.
Okay.
So he wanted.
There's one. Yep.
Oh my.
Another nice one. Another good one. Another 2+, right? We're going to leave because I know that this is all going to work. Oh, man. That's another. Find some more water like this in case this doesn't work or somebody's on it. Not 3, but it's damn close. 290 maybe.
Just scrunch your nose up and.
270. There's these sort of lay down logs here. So I got the square bill on. Hopefully, I don't know. I like checking this kind of stuff. Oh, there's one.
Whoa. You want a net for that one?
Yeah, it's a good one.
Oh, dude. You were just talking about that.
Oh, you just gobbled it too. Oh my goodness.
What were you using?
A square bill.
God damn! Well. Tell me, Uncle Joe, what is it like to catch a fish?
Anyway, there you go. Up in the river, shallow water fishing. Turns out I ran my crankbait, this little it's a depths square bill, next to a lay down log, and he just came out and whacked it. It's probably a 6-pounder. So sometimes it pays to get up and go shallow and never know what you might find. 5.5 Lake Pleasant fish crankbait up in the river. Beautiful. Here you go, buddy.
What a moose.
These 3 fish came on their first day of pre-fish with Spencer Hand, my co-angler for the day of the tournament. We did catch them on drop shot and we did catch them on topwater, but these 3 fish really grabbed my attention, especially that big one. As a friend from the Midweek Bass Club, Otto Gale, said to me, and I'm quoting, "Fish where the big fish are, Joe." So that's what I decided to do for the tournament. And hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. These videos are becoming stories. I'm trying to produce a story through time of fishing. Some of it, there's going to be some techniques I'm going to talk about, some gear, all that. But really, the most important thing is to watch the entire video and really grab what the story is all about. That's what's going to be fun and interesting. Last year, I made a video about blue-bladed spinnerbaits at Lake Pleasant. Well, that pattern certainly held up. In practice, if you notice, the practice day was quite cloudy, so that whole spinnerbait thing lasted a little bit longer, but it still worked on tournament day. We didn't quite have exactly the same bite, but you're going to see Spencer Hand really stepping up and catching some really great fish. So everybody's moving right now. It's now tournament day, and Spencer and I have already fished 2 spots that should have produced a fish or 2 for us. It was a much slower start than I anticipated. We are moving to our final and least productive main lake spot to see if we can catch something before the sun gets too high. That one? Oh, nice one. Okay, hold it. I got to get the net. Nice, nice, nice fish. Exactly what we're looking for. All right. Oh, he's right here. I know. We're right up tight. Take easy, easy. Just go easy with him. He's a good fish, man. Easy, easy.
Come on, tire out. There you go. Come on.
I don't. Alrighty, man. There you go.
Good way to start, baby.
That's a 3.5 right there, baby.
Damn, buddy.
Nice job. That's what we need right there. That's what I'm looking for all morning. Oh, that was a good one.
Did you even feel it?
Oh yeah, he had it for a second. That fish was well over 4 pounds, a game changer for our situation, but not to be. By now, the sun was up and the early morning reaction bite on the main lake had shut down. It was time for a move. We headed to the river confident we could stack up a few solid fish in the 2 to 3 pound range to join our lonely 4-pounder. This isn't a fish catching sequence, but I want to highlight just how shallow we were fishing. I was working a shallow running squirrel, casting as close to the bank as possible and threading it through the standing trees to trigger strikes. How the hell did I do that? It bounced and then it got hung up on a rock. It's like, come on. Stick right there, of course, you know. How does that work exactly, right? There's one. Yep. Nice one too. Fucking coming in. He's a nice fish. Okay, you ready? Don't stab at him, right? Oh, he's... Whoa. Oh, he's wild. All right.
Wow.
Here we go.
There we go.
Let's kind of fish that are up here. All right. No, that's a 3-pounder. Yeah, another 3-pounder right there. All righty. He was like right on that rock pile, like in about a foot of water. There's one. Oh, little guy.
Got away?
No, little one. Little ones are biting today. What do we do? Over the side?
Yeah.
Are we going to win or not?
Those will not let you win.
He ate it good, though. Go get him. Oh, I stepped it. Yeah, man. I stopped it and he whacked it. I'm not kidding. So I thought I felt a bump and I stopped it and I reeled it and he whacked it. Now that might have been a little one. All right, so they're along here, right? This is where I got bit. Of course, that was a whatever, not a fish. Try starting and stopping your bait too, by the way. Maybe that'll trigger them. You know what I mean? Like when you bump stuff, stop.
That's a good one.
All right.
Whoa! Oh, he got off. I did exactly what you told me to do, and he hit it.
Did he?
Exactly.
He was hauling ass, wasn't he?
Yeah, big time.
Two things to notice. First, look how we were both running our crankbaits. Very critical here to get those strikes. The start-stop motion was really triggered them. The second thing to notice, which was more unfortunate, was the fact that they didn't really connect very well. They would hit it, miss it, get it, be on for a second, and they would get off. That happened to both of us. So it was kind of frustrating, but that's how it goes sometimes. The good news is we were still getting bites and we were still on fish.
There's one. Oh. Is that a striper?
It's a fit. As you can hear from my voice, I was getting a bit frustrated, but I wasn't willing to give up, and neither was Sebastian. Right about now, he turns the corner, changes everything, and starts catching some fish. And that's exactly why I love fishing with co-anglers who are stick in the game, keep fishing, stay on focus, understand what we're trying to do, and execute. Thank you, Sebastian. And we'll keep him. He's not a giant, but we'll take him. Which way do you want me to go?
I'm going to bring him this way towards you.
2-pounder, maybe? I'm not going to stab at him, okay? So just... Yeah, he's better than what we got.
Scared the hell out.
Why?
Well, you know, when you don't have a fish for an hour and a half, and all of a sudden,
all right, see? We were just talking about we were going to catch one. Got one? All right.
Come on, stay on it, bitch. Whoa.
Oh.
Got some shoulders.
All right.
Come on, baby. Go, baby.
There you go. There's a...
Baby.
Nice. They're eating that spinnerbait. All right. Now we're cooking.
Here we go.
You just like hold it up to it.
Hold it up to that camera?
Yeah. No, I'm filming you. I'm filming me. We're all filming all the time, except when I unplug it by accident. That's a 2 1/4. There you go. Sebastian turned things around by putting down the crankbait and picking up a spinnerbait. On top of that, the wind picked up, making conditions even better for that bite. I knew when to take a hint, so I made the switch to a spinnerbait too. Oh, that's whatever it is.
It's a good one.
Yeah. Not sure it's a bass.
It might be a big bass.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh.
Come on.
Oh my goodness, get out of that tree. Oh yeah. There it is right there. Okay.
Can't see you.
No, I know.
Okay. I just took the hook out.
Really?
It was not hooked at all.
All right. Right there is very likely the tournament winning fish. This fish with all the other fish is going to put us up there so high. You know, it's days like this you go for. I'm using that spinnerbait, lay down log. You probably saw it in action. Incredible. Okay, so now let's talk about the gear. If you notice, Sebastian was using a tandem spinnerbait, silver bladed with a black skirt. I don't have one of those, weirdly. I have every other color spinnerbait, but I didn't have that. And the reason he picked that color, he told me, was because we were up in the river and we were fishing very cloudy, murky water. And he wanted something that would show up in dark, cloudy water. Smart move, he was right on, and he did very well. Me, you know, I'm still using my blue bladed spinnerbaits. This is the one from the pre-fish video, which had a little blue skirt as well. No trailer on this particular one when I was first fishing it, but when I got into the tournament day, I wanted to make my bait a little bigger, a little bulkier, you know, to catch a little bit better fish. So here's this bait. It's a little heavier head because I wanted to get it a little deeper, and it has a trailer, okay? And I didn't catch many in the morning where Sebastian caught one. I certainly put this to work in the afternoon, and you'll see what I'm talking about. The other thing we were using, and I caught the big 5.5 pounder in pre-fish on, was this OSP crankbait, not a depths. It's an OSP Blitz square bill. Happens to be this exact crankbait. It's got a little chartreuse that I liked in that little dingier water. And especially under lower light conditions, a little early in the morning, you know, the sun was up, but it was still low on the horizon, basically. I like going with a bit of a chartreuse. But during the day, I switched up to this shiny one, and it, you know, reflects a lot of light. So in the bright sunlight, I felt that this color worked a little better. And on another pre-fish day, this guy was really catching them. And I went back to the lake with my son after the tournament, and I put this on. I was still catching them on the crankbait. So this worked, maybe not in the tournament as good as I'd like, but it certainly caught a lot of fish. Now let's talk about the rods. I've talked about this rod before, I believe. It is a Legend Tournament 7'2", medium moderate action. It is a hybrid rod, both carbon and glass. And the reason I want this is because I want the slow taper, the slow bend when the fish are on, right? Gives them, you know, a lot of ability to pull without pulling loose on these you know, hooks. So I really think it's an incredibly good thing to use. And at the time in this particular tournament, I had gone to 12-pound test line. Usually throw 10 when I'm just fishing rock, but because I was in the trees and stuff, I was throwing 12-pound fluorocarbon. Perfectly good for that. The other rod, of course, as you see me talk about many times, is the Legend Tournament 7'1", medium heavy, fast action. Just a classic. It's called the all-in one, by the way. It's this classic. It just does what it's supposed to do. And of course, I'm using the Corrado 5-0-1 gear ratio, slow rolling it. And the only thing to know is when you get a fish on and he's running hard, you got to reel like crazy because it does have a slower gear. Anyway, that's the gear setup that I used for the whole tournament. Of course, Sebastian was using a spinning rod. He had braided line directly tied to his spinnerbaits, and that works for him. He has a physical situation where he doesn't want to hold a bait caster all day, so he did a fantastic job. And I will say that Sebastian was able to really hit the targets with his cast. You throw it right up next to the bank where he needed to do it, so he was pretty proficient with a spinning rod. Me, not so much. I can really nail it with a casting rod, but you know, if you're going to use a spinning rod, you got to learn how to cast it well and very accurately, just like I can do with a bait caster. So keep that in mind. This sequence is continuous in time. It's a bit long, but as you can see, as a team, we went from 0 to hero.
Shit. Oh, God. The tree got him. But the amazing thing is that I threw there twice and he didn't bump me.
Tell you what, man, that
was a good fish.
Yeah. Dangerous going in there, right? I couldn't keep him.
That tree branch got him.
Get one?
No. Well, I guess it was a good idea coming over here.
It was a great idea. I just that fish again manhandled me, right? It was just like he was going sideways, right?
Well, he was working with the. Got him.
All right.
Yeah, it's a good one.
All right. Oh yeah. Okay. I think he's better.
You got shoulders, boy. Where are you going?
That helps us.
Hell yeah. I have reached the status of hot stick when somebody asks you, hey, I got Spencer. How was he?
Stick. Super stick.
Super stick.
He's a shallow water master. How about that? We'll just.
Shallow water master.
He's a reaction bait master.
Yeah, but with a black spinnerbait.
There's one. Oh. I think this one.
Hold on.
Yeah, he does. What do we got? Might help.
Yeah, it might help. It's a decent fish.
Mm. That was the last fish of the day. At the time, we estimated our total weight at 17.5 pounds, but officially weighed in at 17.99, or as I like to call it, 18 pounds. Every time I fish Lake Pleasant, I come away more impressed. 2024 has given me some incredible days on this lake, and I'm hoping to keep that streak going in 2025 and beyond. I hope you enjoyed this story. I am trying to make stories of my videos. Like, they have a beginning, they have an end, and they have a middle, and I cut in with different things like techniques or tackle or just more information. So part of it is entertainment, part of it's information. But when you're watching us catch the fish, watch what we're doing just prior to catching the fish. That's where there's a lot of learning. So if you didn't catch that, please go back and watch some more of the video again, and you'll see what we're up to. Anyway, be free out there. We're Americans. We deserve to be free.